Radhika Joshi from Art and Progressive School, Haldwani. Students, today we discuss topic digestion in human beings. So students, what is the digestion? Digestion is actually the broken down of food particles.
So, students, today's contents are first, steps of digestion. There are various steps in the process of digestion, such as ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. So, in this topic, we discuss these five steps, and the second one is digestion in ruminant. Ruminant are the grass eating animals such as cows, buffalo. So we discuss in this topic the digestion in the cow. Third one is the digestion in amoeba. Okay, so today we take these three topics. These are the steps of digestion. First is ingestion, second digestion, third absorption, fourth one assimilation, and the fifth one is egestion. Now we discuss these points one by one. First is ingestion. In ingestion, food is taken into the body through the mouth. We chew the food with the help of our teeth, and teeth breaks the food particles mechanically into small pieces. The act of getting and eating food collectively are called ingestion. So what is ingestion? The getting and eating the food, and this process in human beings, ingestion takes place through the mouth. Now the next step is digestion. In the process of digestion, the breakdown of food into simpler and soluble molecules inside the body is called digestion. The process of digestion begins in the mouth and is completed in the stomach. So, this is the digestion. Third is absorption, the process by which soluble molecules present in the digested food passes into the body fluids like blood is called absorption. In human beings, absorption takes place in the small intestine. The digested food can now pass into the blood vessels in the wall of the intestine. This process is called absorption. The inner walls of the small intestine have thousands of finger like projections called villi. This I have already discussed in my previous video. So, the villi increase the surface area for absorption of the digested food. Next is assimilation, the process in which the absorbed food is used for producing energy and growth is called assimilation. In this process, the absorbed substances are transported via the blood vessels to different organs of the body where they are used to build complex substances such as the proteins required by the body. So, this is all about the assimilation. Now, the last step of digestion is egestion. It is the process by which the undigested food materials are thrown out by the body. This is called egestion. Now, what happens in egestion? The food that remains undigested and unabsorbed enters into the large intestine. Large intestine is wider and shorter than the small intestine. Okay, so its function is to absorb water and some salts from the undigested food material. The remaining waste passes into the rectum and remains there as semi solid feces. So the fecal matter is removed through the anus from time to time. So this is called egestion. These are the steps of digestion. Clear to you? Okay. Now we start with another topic. Okay. So our next topic is digestion in grass eating animals, that is the digestion in ruminants. In ruminants there are four major compartments. Out of this, the rumen is the main compartment. Okay, so the ruminants are grass eating animals. As you know, the grass is rich in cellulose. Okay, cellulose is a type of carbohydrate. Many animals, including humans, cannot digest cellulose because the rumen is not present in humans. So, cellulose, with the help of esophagus, transfers to the rumen. In rumen, there are some bacteria which digested the food, and the food is partially digested. The food is not fully digested, it is partially digested, and the partially digested food is known as cud. Cud. It is the partially digested food in case of ruminants. Later, the cud returns to the mouth and the animal start chewing it again. This process is called rumination. So I repeat it again. The partially digested food is known as cud, and the cud, when the animals are not eating anything, the cud returns to the mouth of the ruminants and the animals start chewing it. Clear? And this process is known as rumination, and these animals are known as ruminants. Clear? Now, after the process of rumination, the food does not come back in rumen. Instead of rumen, the food is passes in other parts such as small intestine and the large intestine. Clear? So this is the digestion in animal. Okay, so the cellulose of the food is digested here by the action of certain bacteria which are not present in humans. So there is a great difference between the digestive system of humans and the ruminants, that is the presence of rumen. This is the digestive system of ruminants. Now the next is digestion in amoeba. Amoeba is a unicellular organism found in pond water. Amoeba has a cell membrane around its dense nucleus and many small vacuoles in its cytoplasm. Amoeba has an irregular shape which keeps on changing slowly. It has projections on its body. These are called pseudopodia. Amoeba feeds on some microscopic organisms. Amoeba engulfs tiny particles of food with the help of its false feet called pseudopodia. Pseudopodia are temporary structures which amoeba forms for capturing the food particles. These pseudopodia close to form a small cavity called food vacuole. The food vacuole moves around in the cytoplasm. Here, the digestive enzymes helps in the breakdown of food into simpler and soluble molecules. The absorbed substances are used for growth, maintenance, and multiplication. The undigested residue of the food is expelled outside by the vacuole. So, this is the process of digestion in case of amoeba. So, students, today we completed the topic steps of digestion in human beings. Next, digestion in ruminants, and the last topic, digestion in amoeba. So, this is all for today. So, student, thank you very much.